So we were conducting a study and we noticed that there were some disease symptoms that were not related to the disease that we're trying to study. So in order to try and keep non-target diseases out of our area, we had to try and identify it. So we collect samples and then thankfully we have this nice microscope here, make wet mount slides, and we actually have some plant tissue here. And so I studied the roots and studied the whole plant, and what I found was the culprit that I thought might be there is indeed there. And what I'm finding is there are some structures here that are from fungi, and this is what's causing the symptom that I'm seeing in the field. And so they look really subtle. They look, like they wouldn't be much of a problem, but unfortunately they are. And so now that I've identified it, now I can take preventive measures and corrective actions and try and eliminate this as a problem so I can focus on the disease that I'm trying to target. Well, it's really important to manage non-target diseases because I'm looking at products to try and control certain diseases. And if I have other diseases in there, it complicates the matter. And so it's really important to keep the non-targets out of there so I can decide whether or not the product I'm looking at is going to perform against the disease that I'm targeting. Absolutely. Yeah, homeowners, parks, baseball and football fields, they all get diseases. And it's interesting because a lot of people are really surprised that plants actually get diseases like humans and animals. So sometimes there's a problem, they don't really realize that it's actually a disease caused by a pathogen and that there are things they can do to prevent it and cure it. So it is important because a lot of times maybe they're dumping down fertilizer or they're trying to pour on more water and maybe it's actually a disease and it's making the problem worse. So it's important to identify what the problem is if it is a disease problem.